Hello everyone, it's Matt here from Prepared UK 101, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about these Tetsuwan Scissors, made by Engineer with a model number of PH55. They are an outstanding little scissor that retails at just over £16 from Amazon delivered. Let's have a little look at what you get for your £16. Nice simple blister packaging from Amazon. Is delivered in a C2 parcel, so it just about goes through your letterbox, and they come with a really nice holster. I've been putting together an everyday carry kit, and I was looking for something that I could have in there that would maybe do the job of a pair of EMT shears, maybe an all-round general purpose cutting tool as well, something that didn't fall foul of UK blade carry laws, but also, when you needed it to, packed a punch. The first thing I looked at, obviously, was the Leatherman Raptor, but that retails at £70, and if I had £70 to spend on a Leatherman Raptor, I would probably have it mounted on a piece of driftwood and have it displayed permanently on my mantelpiece, for I would certainly be afraid to use them. At £16, these are a good pair of scissors, but you're not going to be afraid to use them, and if you do wear them out, in the unlikely event that you should break them, then you're not going to begrudge replacing them with a new model. The holster, I think, is a really nice idea, because if you're going to carry these in a first aid kit instead of a pair of EMT shears, or you're going to carry them in a rucksack for everyday use, or a bum bag, something like that, having a holster is going to be a real advantage, because it's going to stop this point from wearing through your first aid kit or wearing through your rucksack and basically ruining it. The holster itself has a really good quality snap fit, no rattle, which is always a good sign. It's a shame that it didn't have maybe a lanyard hole on the top, and maybe you could, it's not designed as, maybe a little belt loop on the back. I know quite a lot of guys who, for example, work in the pyrotechnics industry, who need to cut a lot of packing straps, open cardboard boxes, cut cables and all manner of things, for which having these on the belt, quick draw, quick replace, would have been absolutely invaluable. So let's have a little look at the scissors themselves. They are stainless steel. They have a very, very finely serrated edge that will give them enormous cutting power, but from about here down it's just plain, so that you do get the ability to do some really good quality fine work with them without leaving the edge on whatever you've cut that a serrated edge would leave. They also have a slightly sharpened edge here, which means that you can use them as a box cutter for opening parcels and things like that, which again is a really nice touch, because it's not always convenient, especially if they don't open all the way out, to use a pair of scissors or the blade of a pair of scissors as a box cutter, but like that, it's going to work really, really well. Also included on the scissors is a wire stripper. Again, another thing to have handy on with you every day. There are lanyard points on the top, which will give you the opportunity to hang them. Then whenever you need them, you need to take the scissors off and take the holster off, and then potentially put the holster down and lose it. Maybe that's something that they will think about later. They are advertised on the packaging as having been nominated for an International Design Award in 2012 and winning a design award in 2015. They have a slight crank in the handle so that as you hold them, they fit very, very neatly and ergonomically with the shape of your thumb and also with the shape of your fingers. They also overlap slightly when they close at the back, and that's to help you prevent pinching your fingers with them as you close them. And they are a really, really good, nice size and feel really quite good in your hand. But as with any cutting tool, the proof of the pudding, of course, is going to be in the eating. Being relatively new to YouTube, I looked back over the video that I shot of me cutting the cardboard from the original video and realised that I'd used the original Amazon packaging and it had my name and address and personal details all over it. So I've had to edit in a new bit to show how the scissors perform cutting through cardboard. And this is proper cardboard. This is good quality packing cardboard. Sort of cardboard that you'll find in a packing case. It's really good stuff. And the scissors, as long as you stay within the dimensions of what they're capable of doing in terms of the jaws, perform very well. No issues at all. Really good. Across the grain, they perform equally as well, and you can get some precise cuts in there as well. After cutting after videoing the last bit, I noticed in the instructions, because I haven't had these very long, I noticed in the instructions that they are perfectly happy cutting through compact discs. Now anybody who's got a shredder will know that there are different kinds of shredder. There are those that cope with bank cards, plus small plastic items and CDs, and then there are the rest. So let's see how well. Wow, that is good. That's absolutely no problem cutting through that CD at all, even on the corner. Now that's some pair of scissors. And probably with an amateurish clumsy edit, here we go back to the original video. I have here a piece of 3-core 13 amp 1.5mm cord electrical cable, which it makes incredibly light work of, and that's multi-core as well. That's not single core, that's multi-core, which is notoriously that little bit more difficult to cut. Could absolutely go through that like a knife through butter all day long. Sometimes, especially with a smaller pair of scissors, one of the problems that you find is you cannot get anything particularly big inside. So I've got here a piece of garden hose. This is the 20mm all-purpose garden hose, and again, no problems at all. Fine cut, no problem at all there either. And with cutting in the centre of the hose, obviously it's very restricted as to how far open you can get them, as to how much pressure you can put on the cutting blade. This is a slightly smaller hose, but a little bit tougher. Let's see how we do with that. Again, it's just no problem at all. And again, no real kind of, no indentations, no sore bits on your hand from having to go down. If you were cutting something really, really hard, it would be quite easy to get both hands on there and get a lot of force on to really make those levers work. The pivot is a really good solid piece of stainless steel, same as the main body of the scissors. Pet food can. So they would be very effective in the role of a tin shear, something like that. Made really light work of that. Slightly bigger one. This is from not a pull can, but this is from the good old-fashioned can that you have to use a can opener on. So it's a little bit thicker, and again making really, really light work of that. I have got a section of an old pair of jeans here. If you were thinking of putting these in your first aid kit, and they are approximately the same size of a pair of EMT shears, if you're going to put a pair of these in your first aid kit, the one thing that you would guarantee that they would have to be able to do is replace that all-important function that an EMT shear does, and that is to remove bulky, hard-wearing, tough clothing very, very quickly and with very little effort. So let's see how we get on with an old pair of jeans. Let's start with just standard single denim, as you would expect, no problem. Going into the pocket and across the seam, no problem. From the waistband down through, there's a little pocket there, and let's get a seam in there as well. And apart from getting snagged up on the actual pocket, the actual cutting was very good. And again, across that seam there, no problem. Let's go for, probably on a pair of jeans, the ultimate test. Let's go down straight through 2 pieces of waistband, across those top, across that top double stitch seam there, and look at that. That was the zip. Absolutely no problem at all. Get through car seat belts, luggage straps, you name it. So I thought I would just share with you my thoughts on these Engineer brand PH55 4-in-1 scissors, available from Amazon for £16. A really good pair of scissors to consider as a replacement for a pair of EMT shears, or as a general purpose EDC tool for everyday use. I had no hesitation in buying these, because when I thought back to all the times and all the things that I do on a daily basis for cutting things, they could quite easily be done with a pair of scissors. So I'm really happy with my purchase, and I hope that this video will inspire you to consider them for either a replacement or a brand new purchase for yourselves. Thank you very much for watching my video. This has been Matt from Prepared UK 101. As always, if you enjoyed the video, like, share and subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Thank you.